A chill had seeped into the air during the Mid-Autumn Festival celebrations in September, and it had only deepened as the weeks passed. The last several days had seen constant rain and plummeting temperatures. A mist-laced wind whipped and howled past the city's high-rises and through its streets, spreading a cold misery through the air. It may have been a Saturday afternoon in Chengdu, but the glum weather had already stripped the provincial capital of its characteristic energy. Zheng Haoming sprinted out of the taxi, forgetting all about the umbrella resting on the vehicle's floor. He dashed to the sidewalk and darted into a doorway marked Skyline Cyber Cafe. Unlike the sparsely populated streets outside, the internet cafe was bustling. The shop had always enjoyed a steady stream of customers, as it was located within walking distance of several universities. The cafe's pudgy owner stood behind the front desk, flanked by 2 employees in their early 20s. His last check of the register had come up short, and until he finished reviewing the entire month's security footage, this red-faced man was determined to witness every transaction that took place inside his establishment. He raised an eyebrow as he noticed Zheng hurrying through the door. A middle-aged man was a rare sight here. Zheng's clothes were soaked. His hair was tangled in knots. He placed a bag onto the counter, then fished out a slip of paper from one of its pockets and handed it to the owner. His hoarse voice betrayed a touch of fatigue. "Look up this address," Zheng ordered. "Tell me which computer it belongs to." The plump owner recognized the string of numbers on the slip as they fell within the range of IP addresses used by the cafe's terminals. However, he regarded the piece of paper with an indifferent glance. "Why should I?" he replied with a cold, disdainful look. "Just be quiet and give me the information." The owner shrank back from Zheng's scorching gaze. The older man's outburst startled a nearby network administrator as well. The young woman's bright black eyes swiveled toward the source of the commotion. The owner felt a raw wound where his pride once was. Zheng appeared to be on the verge of losing his temper. He took out what appeared to be a wallet, unfolded it, and slapped it on the counter. "I'm a police officer," he hissed. The owner looked down and he immediately sucked in his breath. A badge, decorated in red, blue, and gold, was mounted inside the upper flap. Below it, protected by a shield of transparent plastic, was a card displaying the man's picture, name, and rank. He swallowed bitterly and handed the slip of paper to the girl beside him. "Lean, look this up for Sergeant Zheng." The girl compared the address with the others on the server's control monitor. "It's in the second row," she announced a moment later. "6th from the left." Zheng glanced at the young man seated at that particular computer. He appeared to be around 20 years old, and his hair was dyed red. "How long has he been there?" "Since noon. He's been on for almost 5 hours." Zheng removed a digital camera from his bag. He pointed it at the customer and tapped the shutter button until he had taken 10 photographs. Within the clamor of the cafe, the young man was so absorbed in his virtual world that he did not even notice the stranger taking pictures. The digital camera beeped. The officer checked the device and saw that its memory was full. He breathed a sigh of gentle relief, as though he had just completed an important task. Over the past 2 weeks, he had visited every single internet cafe in the city, and he had taken over 300 photographs of the customers inside. Yet he had no idea whether any of his efforts would make any difference. "Come on. Just go and see him." It's been 18 years, Zheng thought. It's time. He left the Skyline Cyber Cafe and trudged down the sidewalk with a new destination in mind. The wind clawed at his cheeks, and he ducked into the collar of his thin jacket. A fragrant blast of steam from a nearby wonton stall rolled over his face, providing a welcome contrast. For the first time, he realized how truly empty Chengdu's downtown streets had become over the past few weeks. He felt exposed now, vulnerable. The feeling was as unfamiliar as it was unsettling. A few cold droplets of rain landed on his neck, and he tried, unsuccessfully, to suppress a shiver. "I'm waiting." Those words made Zheng Haoming's blood run cold. 18 years ago, He thought he had escaped from this nightmare. Now, he wondered if it had ever ended in the first place.